finish your task timely, these three tips are for you. Eliminate distractions. First and most importantly, don't try to fool yourself. There's little chance that exam preparation with your friends will get you anywhere. Surely, it's more fun, but your focus will be sparse and fluctuating as you interact with others. Close all your social media tabs. Put your phone on airplane mode. What can possibly happen if you do not see a snap of your best friend's vegan lunch? And try to study in a clean, uncluttered space. A mess around you is equals to a mess in your head. Second, work when you feel most alert and efficient. Most of us hate waking up early, but society and school has tricked us into thinking that this is the only way you can be effective. Well, what if you start working at noon and finish later? Let's say at 9 p.m., instead of being sleepy for the whole day and feeling exhausted by lunch. Listen to your body clock and notice when you yawn less. Don't torture yourself with Red Bulls and espressos. It's better to sleep for a couple of hours and stay alert for longer later that day. Motivation is the key. Lastly, Lastly, no external motivation like this post or inspirational quotes will make you more motivated than seeing progress. Human beings are usually capable of much more than they can imagine. So, instead of finding excuses to avoid studying or leaving your work till the last minute, visualize a bigger picture. List three possible consequences of achieving your goal and always keep them in mind. Note that these outcomes should be serious enough to give you an extra kick. The hardest part is to start, as you'll be waiting for the perfect moment and align stars. But once you start, you won't stop, as Newton taught us. So, stop overthinking and preparing for work. Actually, do the work. Good luck with killing that procrastination fever. Now, I'll be reading out today's agenda. Our star of the day for today's meeting is Mindmaster Kirtana. We'll have a speech session conducted by Mindmaster Anaga. Then we'll have a workshop session which is going to be conducted by Balasubramaniam sir. Then we'll have an extempo session conducted by Mindmaster Aisha. Then we'll have an evaluation session conducted by Mindmaster Mranmay. Then I'll be giving the closing remarks. Now I'd like to call upon the star of the day to take us through the events of today's meeting. Over to you, Mindmaster Kirtana.
Even if you are on the right track, you will get run over if you just sit there, said Will Rogers, an American actor. Good evening, everyone. I welcome you all to a brand new meeting of Mind Guru. First of all, we have the speech session conducted by my master Anakha. She is studying in grade 7. She aspires to become a doctor. Her hobby is reading. My master Anakha, I welcome you to the stage.
Thank you, Mind Master Kirtana, for the introduction. Good evening, fellow Mind Masters. So, without wasting much further time, I am going to start the speech session. Speaker number 1 is Mind Master Umair. Please help me welcome Muhammad Umair Qasim, who is a 7th grader and wants to achieve his heights in a better way. His favorite hobby is reading. He aspires to become a robotic engineer and a coder and a teacher. Please help me welcome Mind Master Umair.
Yes, your skills are one of the major factors that play an important role in choosing your career. Good afternoon, everybody. Today, I, Muhammad Umar Kazim, will be giving my speech for the for the career. Topic is how skills affect your career choice. Everyone has unique talents. Everyone has unique talents that can be used to build a career of your own choice. Using your skills, and you can plan a career that will match your personality. And they are important for choosing because they have an important role, and they help you to and they help in shaping your career, or they help in shaping your career. Perfection is an odd goal in making career choices. We learn not to limit ourselves to perfect traffic free dive to work, perfect co-workers, bosses, friends, or partners. So why are we obsessed with the idea that jobs will fulfill our expectations? Finding your passion isn't about careers in health, it is about finding your authentic self. So and also we will now discuss about how what are the important points for shaping your career and how does it affect. Number one, do not aim for a job, aim for a career. Planning your future and your career can seem daunting, and sometimes you just don't know where to start. However, you don't need a complete clarity about your career. Aim for a job that suits your strengths, helps you learn, pushes you out of your comfort zone, and to some extent, and caters your areas of interest. To find this, it is absolutely essential to understand the rules you apply for and whether it meets at least your expectations. Second point, learn, unlearn, relearn. In today's disruptive world, you also need to constantly learn, unlearn, and relearn. Having the right qualification certainly helps open doors, but does not define success or failure. If you don't have the right qualification, the opportunity may not be readily available. This is the reality. However, you should not be disheartened, but find a way to start small and take those experiences as stepping stones which prepare you for the aspired job. And try a stretch project training or certification of an internship in your area of interest to get realistic preview that whether it will help or meet your expectations or not. Also, you need to ask yourself, the W questions. Why are you looking for a new job? What should be the new opportunity? What should be the key point in here? When? Where? We should keep asking questions like this, because while research and reflection are important, it's the learning that you put into practice that help to strengthen the knowledge and expertise. Hence, asking yourself the right questions are imperative. Hence, asking yourself the right questions are imperative. Um, and also, how do you make your right career choice based on your skill? For every child, it is important to choose the right career at the right time, because the right decision will be bring only happiness and success. If you want to become a doctor, but it's at the wrong time, so your career will be damaged. But if you just pick it at the right time, then it will bring you like success. You'll be successful, you will be happy. And whereas one wrong choice it can damage your career for many years. But one right period when you choose it, it will be, but at the right choice, then you will be happy. But let's just see. During the teenage periods, teens are usually confused about their choices and interests and ended up choosing the wrong career. Just to help you make the right choice, here are some tips that I'm going to discuss for the people who are confused that what we should do in the future. Uh, I'll discuss that. Number one, your skills. Skills are the one of the major factors that play an important role in choosing your career. Everyone has unique talents and can be used to build a career of your own choice. Everyone is unique. Using your skills, you can plan a career that will match your personality. Look for different career paths that complement your current skills and talents. Number second, values. To make a successful career, you must evaluate your values and potentials. Without knowing yourself, your capability, and without believing yourself, you cannot make the right career. Make a note on the things you wish to be very happy doing those things. Find your strength and weaknesses so you get clarity towards your potentials. Work attitudes. One must have self realization. It's self realization on how they will feel about work and how it will have effect on the types of careers they'll choose in the future. Your positive attitude is the only means which will help you to manage high levels of stress and responsibility while keeping yourself self motivated towards your career. Training and education to land a career of your choice, you must get trained yourself for industry level of the best education. What does it mean? It means that we need to get a good job of our type, and it also means that we need to attain a certain degree or experience that you can begin your work with like an ace in that area. While choosing your course at college, make sure that you're taking an admission in an affiliated and a reputed and the college which has a high place in society. Opportunities. What are the opportunities available in the market, and deciding what you want to do, pursue the vital thing. You can find opportunities in various ways, but what matters is, are these opportunities right for your career? Is the job or career you're looking for is a job or career you're looking for? Therefore, make use of career opportunities wisely, because one wrong turn can damage the entire career. Personality. While choosing a career, your personality also plays a vital role. Choose a career that suits your personality as well as an interest on that. You must know yourself, unconscious motivations, and your personal preferences. And there are some tips that can help an account if you're confused which profession to you. You can take the help of a career counselor, which will help you to identify your skills, values, ambition, etc. Most of the students are like find it difficult to decide whether their personality will match with the particular profession or not. In that case, an experienced career coach can guide you to make the right career choice. And also there are some certain types of people that you know that imagine they love engineering, but according to the people who are around them, like if they are influenced by those people who are around them, they will then choose doctorate or something. But in the reality they should be picking engineering. But then what will happen, he will damage his entire career because of being influenced by that. He needs to pick a right career choice, but he is influenced, so he loses that. So if you want to explore our career, we should get some job skills, we should expand, we should identify our skills, and we should find resources for to help, like and also anyone who finds the career can gain or improve skills with practice or short term training means that training with somebody for a temporary time. Look into the state approved apprenticeship programs to gain skills and earn a salary. They will look into programs which have app- apprenticeship. Okay. They will contact a public library or free classes, or you can attend a webinar or something. Many of them offer basic computer training and job skill classes. Review occupational skills and employability skills for more ways to expand your skills. And why should you get job skills? Question is here. You first of all, the employers, they look at you like more positively. Usually when I see that the employers, they will prefer applicants who are willing to learn new skills. So here's the question. The person who does not want to learn new skills is 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 is, is less to be employed. But a person who wants to be learn skills, he will be more likely be employed, and like he'll feel more confident about during interviews. Let's imagine a debate is going around, and you know about debate skills, so then it'll be easy to win in that debate. And you know your job applications, like the it will be stronger after you learn new skills. Your resumes, your cover letters, your job applications, they will be hard, and they will be stronger. Mm. And many things, eh, and then we when we think about career choice, several things immediately come to mind: job description, training, and education required. Of course, education is required, then you will be employed. The career outlook and salary, but there are a number of other factors that may influence your decisions, just like I discussed, like skills, those. And here's the big question: why is it important to consider your skills while choosing your career? Because because you know those because whoever wants to, like, but employ you or make you work, they want you to they want to see how you are. They want to see your skills. They want to see if you may want to learn new skills from them. If you'll be more confident during interviews or something like that. So yeah, and also what comes first when choosing a career? This is very important, okay? Because whenever we start our career, this is the first step, okay? The first step to choosing a career is figuring out what your skills are. There are a number of online tests you can take, on also figuring also taking stock of yourself, and your skills can give you some guidance. Like skill what is the number one important thing? It's skills. And we need to figure out how how our skill how our skills influence them, and how our skills can help in my career. This is the question we need to ask ourselves: how my skill can help in my career? How can my doctorate skills help in my doctorate career? How can my engineering skills help in my career? Yes. So here is about this. So I'll be ending about a core. I'll be ending about a quote in your career, in the career. All, all you need in this life is ignorance and confidence, and then success is sure. And here's the more by Mark Twain. And I would like to end my speech by saying another quote: choose a job you love, and you will never have to work a day in your life. Thank you.
That was indeed a wonderful speech, Mind Master Umer. Thank you, everyone. It has been a pleasure being the speech conductor for the session. Thank you. Over to you, Mind Master Kirtana.
Next is a workshop session by Bala sir. He is the co-founder of Mind Academy. He is an instrumentation engineer by profession, and he is also interested in sports and strategic studies. I welcome you, sir.
Thanks a lot, Mind Master Kirtana, for that extremely kind words and pleasing introduction. Thank you.
You're welcome, sir.
Pleasure. So, are we all set? Can we quickly get into the workshop? Any idea, any guesses? What is the track in which we are going to have the workshop today? Anyone? I think few of you may know who were part of the organizing team. I guess Mind Master Shamita might be aware of what is the track about. Any guesses? What is the track we are going to have? Anyone? Did you discuss with Mind Master Shamita? Because there was an agenda which she shared, in which there was a workshop which she mentioned. Did anyone try to engage with her, asking what was the workshop is all about? Anyone? Yes, no, maybe, maybe not. Let me start by asking you, how many of you have your standby devices ready? All of you ready with your standby devices? Okay. Yes. Let's quickly get on with our very own Kahoot segment. So for those who have joined us, now let me take this opportunity to welcome Charlotte and Viveka, who have joined with us in Mind Academy's Mind Guru initiative. Thank you, Charlotte, and thank you, Viveka, for joining with us. And also welcome Mind Master Lakshmi. So Charlotte and Viveka, what you can do is, like, if you have connected with one device, try to have your standby device also. Like, it could be a mobile, it could be a laptop. You may need one more device to be part of the. Yes, sir.
Bala, we have Shashwat as well.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Sorry, Mr. Mau. Thank you, Master Shashwat, for joining with us. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, sir. My pleasure. It's very nice to meet the new mind masters and learn from them, as well as from you both. Okay, it's nice.
Pleasure. Thanks for your kind words, Shashwat. So you all may need a standby device. It could be a mobile or it could be a tab, something to just have a fun. And most importantly, having fun is important, but learning is even more important. So
Having
now
having fun while learning.
Having fun while learning, very important. True, truly. Can you all have a look in my screen?
Yes, sir.
That's wonderful. So here is the gaming pen. So to all those who have joined in for the first time, I will mention in a message in the chat box. You can try to tune in into that. All have fun. And in the lone wolf.
Sir, can you just share the game pin so it will be easy to join?
Yeah,
Copy paste it.
You can see in the screen, right? It is 3431369. You want me to enter in the chat box? I can do that for you.
Yeah, sir.
I will do it. No worries. I go 3431369. Yes, that's there. Mind Master Mrinmay is there. Charlotte has joined. Wonderful, Charlotte. Thank you. You all can see my screen, right?
Yes, sir.
Great. Mind Master Kirtana, Mind Master Anaga, Shloka, Viveka. Who is remaining? Mind Master Shamita is yet to join. Shashwat has joined. Thank you. Mind Master Aisha has joined. Wonderful. So we have the whole house packed in except for our director training. We'll wait for our director training to join us. Anyone else whom I'm missing out? Okay, looks like our director training. Okay, Lakshmi has joined. Sorry, I missed out on the name. Thank you, Lakshmi, for joining. I think our director training is joining us. So we'll wait for one more minute, and then we can proceed. Mind Master Shamita, you're there?
Yes, sir, it is loading.
Okay, wonderful. Till the time we are being joined by our director training elect, we will listen to some light music. What do you feel, guys? Okay, great. So let me do one thing. I will not lock the session. Let us proceed further. And as and when Mind Master Shamita joins, she can be a very well part of the process. Shall we begin, Mind Masters and guests for the evening?
Yes, sir.
I didn't hear.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes, okay. So 5 levels of mastery. The track which we are going to look in today is all about goals. Now here is the first question to all of you. What is your goal in life currently? You can type in your answers. If you don't have a goal, just tell I have no goals for now in life. What is your goal in life currently? Feel free Type in. There is no right answers. There is no wrong answers. So just share whatever comes in your mind. What is your goal in your life currently? I have got 4 answers already. Time is running quick. 30 seconds. Come on, mind masters. Guess. Please enter in your answers. 6 right answers. Because everything is a right answer and everything is not so right as well. 9 answers. Wonderful. 18 more seconds. I think we have 2 members more to enter in your data. Please rush in through. What is your goal in life currently? It may change. There may be many goals. It could be anything. Now let's see what the answers are. Now let's take some time to see what is the goals there. Software engineer, wonderful. To study well and score good marks in exams, great. Study better than now, wow. This is a comparative goal, wonderful. To be happy and successful and be loud, great. To become successful, that's also a nice goal to have. Become a neurologist and starting a group of hospitals and becoming the first person to successfully perform a brain transplant. That's indeed quite ambitious and quite unique goal, if I may have to say so. Being a doctor, congratulations, that's a good goal to have. To live a happy life with the job I love. Live the life you love and love the life you live. Great. Robotic engineering, becoming the version of myself. I believe the intent was to say better version of myself. Wonderful.
No, sir, it's me. You should be become the best. Okay, sir.
Not even better, best. Great, great, Mind Master Umer. Improve my studies. Wonderful. That's really interesting to know the different goals in life. Some are very near you can achieve. Some it may take some time. Some short term, some long term. Great to see those goals there. Now let's go on for another question. What is that you're currently doing with respect to achieving those goals? All of you have said so many things that these are your goals currently. Appreciate that. Now, what is that you're currently doing in order to achieve that goal? What is that you're doing? Now, let's listen to the answers now. Two answers already I haven't. $20 more seconds. Come on, rush in your answers. What is that you're doing currently? 3, 20 odd seconds. If you are not doing anything, just tell, I don't do anything as of now. 5 answers, 6. Great. 8, 7, 10, 9, 8. Okay, we have got 8 answers now. 9 answers now. Beautiful. 10 answers. 11 answers. That was really awesome. Improve my studies. Okay, you're working to improve your studies. Studying hard and giving my best. Studying hard, preparing for NEET and SAT. Awesome. Studying hard. I am trying to find the path, but right now I'm trying to really hard to make my hobbies better. That is interesting. Studying hard to score higher marks. Learn coding, improving my academics, improving skills. Having a constant update on what I want to become. That's something unique. Great. Study well and do all the work on time. That's beautiful. Having and achieving goals demonstrates your ambition and self-motivation. Both of these qualities are in demand in today's workplace. That's something interesting. Employers want to know that their teams are capable of consistently identifying a key.
Element. I forgot to write that because the space was getting full.
That's okay. That's okay. That's interesting. So all of you are working hard. That's something strikingly and common message amongst the predominant actions which you are doing. You're trying to work hard. You're saying hard. Now, why is this hard aspect is coming? It is coming shortly. Now, before we dwell deep, now, what do you think? Why this word hard is coming your way? And what do you think as a challenge which can come your way in reaching your goal? What do you think? Do you think, is there any challenges in your path currently? Because repeatedly the word hard has come. It was not fun. So it means that there is some challenge to it. Now, what is that challenge, my dear mind masters and guests? What is that you're facing? If you don't have any challenge, tell I don't have any challenge. It's perfectly fine. 20 seconds. One answer we have. Two answers we have. Great. Last 10 seconds. Great. Now let's see what are all the challenges our mind masters are facing. What is that? My skills, my laziness that I am working on. Who is that? Who said that?
Sir,
Nobody.
it's me.
Great, great, great. That's indeed wonderful, because we will emphasize more on why this question is there as part of it. Wonderful. So there is no challenge. Beautiful. Not applicable. Accepted. If we try hard, there are no challenges. Okay, that's another way of looking at it. Studying the notes teaches I have indeed a hard job. Okay. Viewing mistakes as failure.
Me, that's me.
Okay. Putting your goals off until someday. Okay.
Me, that's also me. They said three.
Okay. Not making your goal a priority.
That's also me, sir. That's also me. They say three, so I do those agree. That's it.
At the present world, we have to be practical. Consistency to achieve it or getting confused by options. That's something interesting. Procrastination. Siblings happens out to be a challenge. Okay.
So good.
My mind to try to doing many things and giving up. Different distractions. Okay. Interesting thoughts coming. Okay, let's not vote. You're not going to say which is right, which is wrong. But what we are trying to understand is, if you see predominantly in most of the messages, laziness. You remember what I said at the beginning of the session? The message of our people's president, Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam, where he tells, being everybody else is your comfort zone. If you stay there, you will be everybody else. Is that what we are looking to be in life? How many of you wants to be everybody else? How many of you wants to be unique? How many of you wants to be unique? Can I have a yes?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
1,
Yes.
2, 3. Only 3 yes. Remaining all 8, 9 wants to be everybody else. Is that what we are trying to be?
No, sir.
We all try to be unique, right? Wonderful, mind master Umar. Correct. Agreed. But far more important is we have to get rid of our comfort zone. The first step to achieve our goal is to get rid of our comfort zone. Now, it brings in a very interesting and important question. What is our comfort zone? Any answers from the mind masters? What is a comfort zone?
So a comfort zone is the place that you're comfortable at. Like a comfort zone is something that you're comfortable doing right now.
Situation where one feels safe or one feels like it's easy.
Exactly. Wonderful, mind master Manav and mind master Umair. Where you feel you are at ease. where you understand that your boundaries are not being pushed, where you're not being challenged. That is your comfort zone, isn't it? Now, what? We can be in our comfort zones, but if we have goals in life, if we don't have any goals in life, it's perfectly fine. As rightly said by my master Manav and my master Umer, we can be where we are, we can be in our zone, we can enjoy, we can sit back, we can do nothing. But if we have an ambition to leave behind a legacy of our own, then which we should understand is we should be moving out of our comfort zone, a zone which can restrict your growth. It can be anything. Just like how the CEO for Mind Guru, Mind Master Mana was telling, just get rid of the social media for some time in your day. What's going to happen? What is going to be the big difference? Nothing much. The world and the sky is not going to come down shattering. Isn't it, Mind Master? Is the world is going to come down shattering if we don't get rid of your mobiles?
No.
No, sir.
No. Correct? So understand what is your comfort zone in every walk of life. Imagine if we are trying to improve in our track health, understand what is your comfort zone. If, say, eating a pizza happens out to be a comfort zone, try to get rid of it. Not doing exercise is your comfort zone, try to get rid of it. Not speaking to any of your relatives, if it is your comfort zone, get rid of it. Because once you start coming out of your comfort zone, imagine how beautiful it will be if you spend 10 quality minutes in a day spending with nature. If you start working with your mentors for 5 minutes in a day's time, it can bring in a lot of difference. But if you don't do anything, it's perfectly fine. Provided if we all agree and aspire not to move. But as many of you have a lot of goals, it's always important to get rid of those restrictions from our life. Incremental learning, just like how I was telling, if we are trying to understand some aspect in the different tracks which we are focusing in Mind Guru on a regular basis, on every single day. Now, let me ask this question to you. How many of you on a regular basis, on a daily basis, work with regards to all the 6 tracks? We understand that you might be focusing more on one particular track and one particular module and one particular project. We all understand and agree. But do you at least think about the other 5 tracks? How many of you do that? I'm not listening to anyone. Is the mic muted? Come on, Mind Masters. Yes, Manav, go ahead. Yes, Mind Master Manav?
Yes, sir.
Yes, I see one more hand going up. Who's that? Let me check. Yes, Umer. Yeah, please go ahead, Mind Master Manav and Mind Master Umer. What is that you do? First, let me listen into Mind Master Manav. Yes, go ahead, Mind Master Manav.
So I didn't get your question clearly, but what I heard was, do you work on all 5 tracks at the same time?
No, not that. Do you do anything on a daily basis? At least do you spend some quality time in all the 5 tracks? Do you do that?
Yes, sir, I do.
What is
Like-
that you do?
First, I work on my relationships with my grandparents and my relatives and my cousins.
Wonderful. Okay,
Basically.
beautiful.
Then, in the relationship track,
Mhm.
then what I do is I spend time meditating
Uh-huh.
when I'm too stressed out to work. Then I also spend time jogging, doing some light cardio workouts,
Okay,
and can't remember the rest of the tracks.
great, perfectly fine. Great, my master Manav. At least that you are working predominantly in some tracks.
Oh wait, lastly, in wealth, I learned how to invest in stuff, how stock
Great,
markets work. My dad teaches me that.
beautiful. Have you invested in any?
No, sir, I invest along with my dad. My dad invests basically,
Great,
so
great, great.
he
That was on a
teaches me.
light note. Yeah, understood, understood. Great, Mind Master Manav. Great going. Mind Master Umer, what is that you learn on a daily basis?
So for the five other tracks, so for health, I like keep a basic diet and I exercise daily and so for relationship, I always manage to like call I always manage to talk my relatives for at least 10 minutes every day,
Okay,
and and for wealth I'm learning how do you invest in stuff, and so later I'll be participating on stock market or something like that, and
beautiful.
and then career, and then I'm creating speeches for the career, and I'm also learning how can I settle my career, uh,
Mhm.
and then for every day, and for the goals I'm always thinking about my goals and how will I achieve my goals from stage basics to stage advanced. And I'm also doing self development, like learning some of the chapters on my own of that are coming in the exam. So that's it. Yes, sir.
Great. So the most important message is learning something or the other. Because what happens when you start thinking about one particular domain, the other particular domains you feel you get into your shell, you get into your comfort zone. Try to think continuously on all the 6 tracks on a daily basis. Now, let me ask this question again. You said there are challenges. Do you still feel that you can get over these challenges? And if so, what is going to be your methods? This will be one particular method in which I think I can get over the challenges. If I have to ask this question, what will be your answers for this? Mind Masters. If you don't have a method currently, tell I don't have a method currently. It's perfectly fine. We can quickly get through this. Because getting out of your comfort zone, and if that is a challenge, before getting into some aspects of how you can get over the comfort zone, I just wanted to understand what is that you have in your mind. Last 5 seconds. Great. Time's up. Time is up. Now let's see. Have a positive mindset. Great. Who said that? By focusing on my goal, consistently trying and not giving up. Wonderful. Come what may, and I have to get out of it. I believe so. Identify potential obstacles. Start by determining exactly what's standing. Work harder than now. Don't have a method. That's perfectly fine. Trying to be unique. Yes, my methods will be practice, hard work, think small. We do, I believe so. Great, great. That's something you need. Accept. That is where I said at the beginning, there was a couple of messages which was striking, where we went on to accept that I have this habit of procrastination. I am lazy. I postpone things. I don't commit. I don't have the focus. If we are trying to come out of our comfort zone, let us accept that. Where do we stand currently? That should be the first thing. If we are lazy, let us accept that as on date, we are lazy. Only then we can try and find out means and methods to get over this challenge which we have in hand. As we were telling, Let us all try to be better learners than what we were yesterday. If we spent some time in particular aspect with respect to our goals, let us invest little more time on a daily basis. Let us try to be better versions of ourselves from yesterday. How to do it? Understand your learning methods. How many of you remember the self-development module which Murli sir was telling, where he was taking us all through the different methods how we take our learnings, right? So it's very important how our learnings are, and we should put more and more efforts in that domain. If my learning is through engagement with my mentors, with my other members, if my learning is through reading, then we have to increase it more and more. That could be the inhibitions, the challenges which we feel, which is the procrastination and other stuffs, which can be overcome if we start putting in. And most importantly, face the failure. What happens predominantly is when we understand that we are in some zone, when we try to come out of that zone, the first thing which we may encounter is a probable setback, a failure. But don't give up there, because persistence, when we were going through the methods, what will be you using out, there was a very specific message which was there even from one of our mind master, which was the perseverance. Face it, because when you are trying to come out of that zone, if you feel every day 15 minutes I will intentionally not touch my mobile phone, maybe at the 10th minute you may be tempted to touch your phone. It's perfectly fine. On a short term, you might have failed it on your goal, but keep trying it. Face the failure, accept that where you are. From 0 minutes, you have pushed intentionally, not using the mobile phone for 10 minutes. Perfectly fine. Face it. Stay the course. When we say stay the course, what is far more important is when you are trying to get out of that zone, when you have some methods, when you apply for different tracks, when you're trying to get out of your comfort zone in different tracks by some means, just stay that particular course. If you're trying that on a 21-day cycle or a 48-day cycle or a 90-day cycle, if you're trying to come out of that zone on a regular way, just follow the course. Don't worry, even if you don't achieve a greater result, but staying the course for sure will be helping you out big time. What is that you're going to do now? What is that if you're going to come out of your comfort zone? What is that you're going to do now? What is the assurance which you are going to tell your fellow mind masters that this is what I'm going to do now? This is how I'm going to get out of my comfort zone for a particular goal in life. What is going to be your answer? If you're looking for one particular goal, and if there is one comfort zone where you are rightly, how you're going to get out of it? What is going to be that action? What is that you're going to do now? "20 seconds. We have got 8 answers. Great. 9. Last 10 seconds. Great. Flurry of answers. Now let's see how you are as mind masters, as individuals, are trying. Try it out slowly without being embarrassed. Set a mindset. Wonderful. It's the mindset. Setting your mind is far more important. Never give up. Face your fear. Make changes to your daily routine. Delegate learning something new. Great. It's all the mindset and how you schedule your routines on a daily basis. And focus on your process. Once you start focusing on your process of putting more and more insights into your daily schedule, if you feel that there is a track in which I have to progress and I'm not progressing because there is a distraction, I get out more into playing some unproductive games and I'm getting out to play with my friends more than my scheduled time. I'm spending too much of time in my mobile, which is unintended. Try to eliminate, try to focus on your process. If you keep putting your focus there, if you have the right frame of mind, I'm sure slowly but steadily you will be coming out of your comfort zones. Eventually, achieving your goals should be around the corner. Any questions, mind masters? If not, thank you, Director Training Mind Master Shamita, for giving me this opportunity to present with regards to goals. Thank you, and back to you, Mind Master Kirtana.
That was a wonderful session. Next in line, we have the extempore session conducted by Mind Master Aisha. She is studying in class 9. Her ambition is to become a singer. Her hobbies are reading, painting, and crocheting. I welcome you, Mind Master Aisha.
Thank you, Mindmaster Kirtana, for that wonderful introduction. Good evening, fellow Mindmasters, Mind Gurus, and guests. I am Mindmaster Aisha, and I'm today's extempore master. The timing for every speaker will be 1 minute minimum and 2 minutes maximum. The timer for today will mark the timing for each speaker. So let's start without any delay. So the first topic is the best day of my life. I repeat, the best day of my life. And the speaker is Mindmaster Mridmay.
Am I audible?
Yeah,
Yes, you are. Yes, you are.
Yes. Good evening, respected mind masters and my. Good evening, respected mind gurus and my dear fellow mind masters. The topic given to me is the best day of my life. There certainly has been many good days in my life, but the best one I'd say it will be my 13th birthday. My 13th birthday went really well because I got one of the best surprises of my life. It was the COVID time and no one was able to come to our house. So from the morning I was a little upset that I won't be able to meet my friends or anyone on my birthday. Having the day going normal. At the end when there was at the end when we were gonna have a cake cutting session, all of a sudden all of my friends and families came in the house and gave me a big surprise. I was in tears seeing my friends after so long, and that was the best day of my life.
amazing Mindmaster Mridmay. Well done. So the next topic is a time I was brave. I repeat, a time I was brave. And speaker number 2 is Mindmaster Shamita.
Mindmaster Aisha, can you repeat the topic because your voice was breaking?
Yeah, it's okay. The topic is a time I was brave.
Thank you. Good evening, respected mind masters and mind gurus. The topic given to me is the time I was brave. It used to be when I got the disease Osgood slaughter, which is a disease which comes to people who do or perform karate or something which is related to like karate, boxing, that kind of activities. So when I started learning karate, I was very excited, and that was my dream, which I wanted to learn. And it was the day of my tournament where I used to perform and get my belts upgraded. But that day, it was a very unfortunate. What happened was I just couldn't even get up because I was diagnosed with the disease Osgood slaughter. Then it took me one complete year. I didn't run. I didn't play any activities. I was just simply sitting like an girl who never does anything, only studying. So it just always gave me a bad feel. I didn't get any positivity, no encouragement. So I felt so bad. But that 1 year of experience where I couldn't do anything gave me an attitude of never giving up and a braveness to fight all the difficulties that comes in my path. Now, after experiencing such a hard pain, I go to dance class, I do swimming, I do guitar. Now I do karate also. So yeah, I'm very happy that I confronted that much pain, and I became brave after that incident. Thank you.
Wonderful mind master Shamita. I really liked your speech. Yeah, I am also happy that you recovered soon. Yeah, so let's go to the next topic. The next topic is the biggest lesson I have learned. I repeat, the biggest lesson I have learned. And the next speaker is Mind Master Manav.
Good afternoon, mind masters and respected mind gurus. So, the topic given to me is the best lesson that I've ever learned. So, last year, or a few years back before this COVID pandemic, my mom always warned me to not go to the terrace or not to do dangerous activities like go to the terrace and play with my friends because there's kind of like a lot of rods and construction equipments through which I could get hurt. So what happened was it was kind of thrilling for me to go to terrace and play with my friends. So one day when I was playing with one of my friends, we were playing a game of tag. So while running from one of my friend, I fell down and my I fell down and both of my knees. There was a lot of scrape wound on my knees and it hurt a lot, and that was very painful. I couldn't like stand or sit for like 5 days straight, and it hurt a lot. So that was one of the greatest lessons that I ever learned from my mom, ever learned. And the lesson was to never disobey your parents. Your parents know what's best for you. Don't think that like you just because that you're a teenager or just because you're older than 10 doesn't mean that you can do anything and not get hurt. Thank you.
Wow, my master Manav. It was such an enlightening speech. Thank you. So the next topic is my biggest fear. I repeat, my biggest fear. And the next speaker is Mind Master Umair.
Um, good evening, everybody. Today, the topic that has been given to me is that what is my biggest fear? Well, my biggest fear is to like fail in exams or fail in exams. So like whenever I like so like my mom used to work really hard. So like if I failed in my exams, she would like maybe beat me or something like that. But that was my biggest fear. But and also like whenever I fail, I was like yeah, I was like banned. I don't know, like I was like grounded or something like that. And and I never failed, but if I failed, I'm talking like I'm always scared of my mom. So like whenever I fail, like she like does not give me food. She like tells me that, why did you fail, and in the evening she will like take a lot of books and then she will make me study. This is what would happen if I failed. She would like she would like study for the next exam, even though that exam is like 12 months away or 13 months away. But soon I overcome that fear because I learned something called getting out of your comfort zone. And so I learned that it's easy if you like play it easy, and if you play it easy and you pass. But when you pass, you play it easy, you feel that you're safe, so you're in your comfort zone. But if you fail, you can learn through your mistakes, you cannot repeat that mistake again. And the best thing about that is to just stepping out of your comfort zone, and the life begins when you step out of a comfort zone. Thank you.
Great Mind Master Umer. Congratulations. So that was today's Extrambo session. I sincerely congratulate and thank all the Mind Masters who attempted the topics. Thank you. Over to you, Mind Master Kirtan.
Next is the evaluation session by Mind Master Mrinmay. She is studying in grade 9. Her hobbies are reading and listening to music. She is still working on her ambition. Mind Master Mrinmay, I invite you to the stage.
Thank you so much, Mind Master Kirtana. Moving towards the evaluation session, first I would like to call Murli uncle to evaluate Mind Master Umer's speech.
Thank you, Mind Master Munai and uh, Mind Masters and Mind Guru Bala and Mind Master Umair in particular. Where are you, Mind Master Umair?
Yes.
Hats off to you. Congratulations for that detailed and thought-provoking speech on a much mature topic with respect to career selection and how important is your skills towards your career. Great topic, and you delivered it in a great grand style. Strength, if I may say, your strength is the content of the speech itself. You have researched a lot. Even last time I saw how much detail you go in researching the important topics or important points that you need to bring forward. And I felt as if I am attending a session by a career counselor. Great job. Hats off to you, Mind Master Umaid, for bringing in such a nice topics. If I may go through analyze your speech, a lot of great points that you brought in, like aim for career, not job. Great meaning. Whatever sentence is coming forward has got a lot of meanings. Then pick a job that suits your skill. Another important aspects. Then career is something that push you out of your comfort zone. He introduced pushing out of comfort zone even before Bala Engel started mentioning it in his a session about moving out of comfort zone. Then concept of learning, unlearn, and relearn. Great concept. Maybe a boy of your age, I don't think this much of maturity will be there in bringing such great topics, great insights towards a topic called career direction. Again, asking those questions: why, what, where, when. Evaluate your values, evaluate your strengths. These are all great points that you have brought in for all of us. And to be precise, those are all the right elements that we should be looking forward when you get into a career. And you summed it up with a great quote: choose a job you love and you will never have to work for a day. Hats off to you, Mind Master Umer, for putting all these things in a nice way and making it a great package for all of us, including me and Bala Engel. And I'm sure that all the Mind Masters here would have taken a great lesson out of you. So this was something really you are passing on, the information that you have gathered. as part of our Mind Guru program. And I'm sure that all of the Mind Masters that are who are available here would have taken note of all those great insights into career selection. Now, it's all about enhancement and improvement. Incremental transformation has to happen every now and then. And we are here. Evaluation process is all about how to improve upon ourselves and be the next best version of ourselves. One thing or a couple of points which I would like to mention with respect to how you can improve is, I think I mentioned it before also. One is you need to have a solid eye contact with others. That is when you will be able to convey your message to the people. So what you can do is look at the camera. When you say it's very easy now when you are online, because if you are on, if you are live on stage, then eye contact means you have to look at each one of them. Then only eye contact comes. But here in an online platform, it's very easy. You just need to look at your camera and everyone feels that you are looking at them. This is one great skill that we all can add when we talk about eye contact. When you have better eye contact, your message gets communicated in a much enhanced way. So have a solid eye contact when you speak. Look at the camera. When you look at the camera, you appear as if you are looking at each one of us. That is point number one. Second is, I think you need to work on the pace with which you deliver a topic. You have brought in a lot of concept, lot of message, lot of insights. But then if you have paced it in such a faster pace that somewhere down the line the message don't get conveyed properly. So it's important that you don't need to bring so much of inputs in your message. You can cut short it down, bring one or two key elements which you really want to convey and expand it. So when your message get conveyed is, you tell us a message and then you expand it with an example, with your own example or with some industry examples, how you can select a career. That will enhance it. Now my third point is and that particular suggestion is for you on both your prepared speech as well as your TT. What is the time limit for your speech, Mindmaster Umer? For your prepared speech as well as for the extempore. Time limit is 4 to 6 minutes, right?
Yes.
And even for extempore, it is 1 to 2 minutes. It's very important that when we are in this platform, we must respect time. So it's important that we cut short. That's the time allotted for you. So whether it's extempore or whether it is prepared speech, we have to, and we should be capable enough to convey the message in that allocated time. But all said and done, great points. I always admire your spirit of getting into details. It happens to you because you have a lot of information. It's good that you're taking 1 to 2 minutes, you're bringing up with that many information, but you have to respect time. So don't leave that aspect of getting into details, getting better insights about a particular topic. You have to do that. That's a great strength that you're having. Work on that strength, but at the same time, when you deliver, try to polish these aspects. Look, having a solid eye contact, bringing down the pace so that the message gets conveyed in a much enhanced way, and also deliver it within the allocated time of 4 to 6 minutes for a speech or 1 to 2 minutes for a extempore speech. Other than that, you're doing absolutely great, Mindmaster Umer. Wish you all the very best.
Okay,
Back
sir.
to you, lead evaluator. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Murli sir, for that evaluation.
My pleasure.
Now I'd like to move on towards the extempore session evaluation. First speaker, Mindmaster Shamita. Mindmaster Shamita, you have done a wonderful job. All of us truly enjoyed listening to your story, and we are all very happy that you have recovered through that disease. The extempore speech went really smooth, so I don't have any negative points towards it. Mindmaster Manav. Mindmaster Manav, even your extempore speech was really good, and not only you, but even we learned a lesson that we always have to obey our parents. Otherwise, what could happen that we have seen through your story. So I don't have any negative points for that either. Next, coming towards Mindmaster Umer. Mindmaster Umer, as usual, you have done a wonderful job. There's one thing I would like to advise, that there are a lot of repetitions of words, which is something you could work on, which could make your extempore look even better. Now I would like to call Bala uncle to evaluate my extempore speech.
Thank you, Mind Master. When I lead evaluating that this could come to me on an extempore way, so I was prepared. So good that I was prepared. So you started off in an exceptional way, addressing straight on to the point, the best day of your life. You expressed how and personal message of your birthday, how the surprises registered in your memory, and that was enhancing to the topic which was given to you. So that was striking, and it was clear and precise, and also that struck chord with all the audience. What is that you're trying to bring into the table? That's something which was a strength, I would say, to you as a speaker, where you can connect straight away to the topic. Now, looking into the angle or aspects which you can improve upon, my humble suggestion to you will be, my master, you repeated the topic. The topic was given to you, you listened it twice. Not necessary that topic has to be repeated. This is a generic message even for all the other mind masters also. A topic has been repeated twice. If you haven't not listened, if there is some technical issue, it's altogether a different ball game. But if you have listened it enough, then not necessary to waste your time. As Murli sir was telling, time is precious. If your time is only 1 to 2 minutes, then don't waste your time in expressing that point. So again, not necessary to repeat it. So you can utilize it for some other point. Then second aspect is you could have stretched it further. So how it became a more special day, how you felt at the end of the day, how it is still in your memory, you could have slightly extended it. So we all would have enjoyed that moment, at least in your virtual imagination. So all the very best. You are doing good. All the very best for your future attempts in extempore session and also in prepared speeches. Back to you, Mind Master Ranmay.
Thank you so much, sir. I'll surely work on those. Now here, my role as a lead evaluator ends. I'd like to thank Mindmaster Shamita to give me this opportunity, and over to Mindmaster Kirtana.
Thank you, Mindmaster Mranmai, for the evaluations. Now we have the closing remarks by our CEO, Mindmaster Manav. He is studying in grade 10. He is a voracious reader and a certified ethical hacker. Mindmaster Manav, at your best, please.
Thank you, Mind Master Kirtana. Looks like our Mind Master Manav is dropped off from the session. Looks like some internet issue could be, but that's fine. So well conducted sessions, Mind Masters. Great going. But before we proceed in further, we have quite a few guests who have joined us for the first time. So Charlotte, how did you find the whole session? What were your key learnings? And you can share your views, thoughts about how the other Mind Masters performed.
Yes, as I told in the last weekend session, I took my important points, which I learned many of the mind masters, and I loved how confident they were speaking. I
Great.
learned a lot of things from them today.
Wonderful, Charlotte. It was a pleasure to have you in today in Mind Guru. Looking forward to have you as part of the Mind Guru session as well. Thank you. So Shashwat, how was the session today? If I may have asked you, if I may have to ask you, what is the key? Yes.
It was a great as always. I have attended the previous last two sessions. It was as amazing as I would have expected, and as I would say, it was greater than my expectations. I thought it was a normal session, but with the Kahoot, it was an enhancement of the session, and I really liked it. And you just gave up to your word, learning with fun, and that was the most impressive part.
Thank you for those kind words, Shashwat. Looking forward to having you more in Mind Guru session. Thank you. And Shloka, how was your experience with Mind Guru?
Sir, it was very fun. I was expecting the same like last session. It was pretty fun and I learned a lot of things.
Thank you, Shloka, for joining with us today. How about you, Ms. Viveka? What were your key learnings? How did you experience the session as a whole? Viveka, are you around? I guess probably she should be joining us back soon. So once she joins it, we can listen into her. So Mind Masters, Mind Master Shamita, Mind Master Umer, Mind Master Kirtana, Mind Master Anaga, Mind Master Aisha, Mind Master Lakshmi. Yes, Mind Master Umer. What is that?
Sir, is there a level 6? Is there a level 6?
Not ideally a level 6. How it happens is, Mind Master Umer, once you complete all your levels, 5 levels to mastery, then you can go for another track. That is how the progression happens.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir. So, sir, after I completed the 5 levels in career, so then I should start the new levels in another track, right?
Exactly.
Okay, sir.
Thank you. Any points the Mind Masters would like to discuss? Great. So let me take this opportunity to invite the founder director of Mind Academy, Sri Murali Krishnan sir, to share his thoughts and views about today's session and how we can shape up going forward. Over to you, sir.
Thank you, Bala, for inviting me. And overall, a great session. I really enjoyed it. Very quality session. The speech we had, the extempore sessions, and even all the mind masters attempted the topic really well. Even the session by you regarding goals, it was very interactive. Overall, a very qualitative session, I would say. Just 3 messages that I would like to mention here. One is, like, as we always say, there is no right or no wrong. It's all relative. As long as you feel that it is right for you and you have a proper reasoning for it, it is right. So if we can make that as part of your life, as long as your inner conscious says that it is right and you have proper reasoning, that should be the one key message that I would like to say you all. Second is, like, when we mentioned about moving out of comfort zone, always it's not the big things that matters. It's always the small things that we do in a big way that makes all the difference. Every day, as Balang rightly mentioned, incremental learning, that you don't need to do a lot of things on one go. But always ensure that you are not stagnant and you keep moving. Very minute steps. Spend only 5 minutes, 10 minutes. Don't take big things and overwhelm yourself with a lot of activities, but stay focused and take those small baby steps. That can make a big difference as we move forward in life, and that makes your life also easy. But the key is, be involved there and have fun. When you do that, do it for fun. Don't just do because somebody else is studying you. Don't just do because you want to achieve some targets, or going forward to please others, and all those things should not be the major concept or major hidden agenda with which you move forward in life. So always take baby steps and try to enjoy the process. That's point number 2. And when you do that, what happens is, you try to add value to yourself and try to add value to people around you. So that is the key, and probably that is the message that I would like to communicate to all of you, that ensure that you are always moving and moving out of your comfort zone, so that you are enhancing your boundary. Then once you move there, the new zone becomes your new comfort zone. Then don't stay there. Enhance it further, expand it further. And that's how you expand your horizon. So that's the message that I have to convey to all of you. Overall, it was a great session, a quality one. But I still think that there are certain areas that we need to enhance. One is, like, we can even give chance to more number of speakers, at least 2 or 3 speakers if they are there. That is really good. Also, I think we need to see whatever speeches that are coming forward, they are going through the activities that are listed as part of their learning process. Because as we rightly said, you learn more when you do it. It's not about, you all know about the difference between information, knowledge, and wisdom, right? Information is the theory. It's available everywhere. You open Google, you get information. But sorry, when that information gets translated to knowledge is when you are part of it. So all these modules, all these tracks that we have has got certain activity sheets or has got certain things for us to do. So when you do that, that is when your information, I'm sorry, when your information gets transformed into knowledge. And when you do it more and more again and again, that is when it translates into wisdom. So when we do take each track, each activity, each module, let's see that we are in the process of transforming that information that we have to the wisdom. And that is when we become experts. That is when we will be able to pass it on to our fellow mind masters. So wish you all the very best once again. And session was really great. I enjoyed it. Back to you, Bala.
Thanks a lot, sir, for those very inspiring note, and also most importantly, the focus area. There's quite a good amount of focus area which we should be doing as a team. That yes, Mind Master Aisha.
Sir, I'm really sorry, but I need to leave right now because I have another class.
Perfectly fine. It's almost done. Thank you. Thank you, Mind Master Aisha. Thank you. So, indeed, we have to work on the areas where we have to work in, like getting into the activity sheet. The objective of having an activity sheet is to help you go through the transformation process. If not, it will just take 5 minutes to complete 5 speeches. That is not the objective. Is, as rightly said by Murthy sir, it is to go through that process. The beauty always lies in going through that process. So I guess going forward, we can work it out along with Director Training, my Master Shamita and her team. We can for sure take it up. So as always, a great